Is that a Honey Crisp?
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Probably jail. I probably wouldn't do that one again. I didn't like it the first time or second time, and I definitely hated it the third time.
Did you drop the soap?
Oh yeah, that's eating size right there. Let me put them on your hook and let them swim around. God kind of knows what we need when we need it, and she was definitely what I needed. Should have brought the grease. And I shoot, and you just see the tops of the back of his hair just explode. If I'd have had a bog, he'd been mounted on my wall back in Texas, but.
I got arrested once too.
Did you? In Australia or here?
In Australia when I was 16. It was.
See, I'd go to jail in Australia. That seems like fun.
Welcome back to Country Outdoors, everyone. On this week's episode of Country Outdoors podcast, I actually have my mate Koe Wetzel coming and joining us at my friend Mr. Larry Hawkins' property here in Tennessee. We're going to do a spot of fishing and chat about his new album. It is a hot summer's day here, and his album just dropped. Oh, look, there's Uncle Eddie.
Hi,
Uncle Eddie is also taking us out on the boat. He knows all the best spots to try and catch bass and crappie. And yeah, we're hoping that it's going to be a good day. So check it out. So Uncle Eddie over here is our driver.
I love it.
Yep. And we're going to be taking this little old pontoon boat out here. We're going to try and catch some crappie and some bass. And I took the privilege of packing you some lunch before we got here.
I didn't come dressed for fishing, that's for sure.
Well, you know what? I actually bought you a pair of board shorts from my new swimwear line. But this is your lunch.
My lunch?
Yeah.
Oh, it feels good already. Yes. That's a hell of a lunch. Uncrustables, an apple.
Juice box, because I know you're not drinking that much anymore. You're looking fit.
And a Yingling.
Yeah.
Nutritional baby. I love it.
And then I thought you could bring that home to your little girl when you're done with
absolutely.
it, you know?
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll start with that one, and we'll see how hungry we get.
And then I got one too. Mine's a frozen box as well. But I just figured now that you're in like dad mode.
You know me so well.
Yeah. And now that you're in dad mode, you know, you've got to like really. This is like the perfect lunchbox to take your kid fishing, right?
Absolutely, for sure.
Well, something for you, something for me.
I love it.
Here we go.
Thank you.
So you are so welcome. So yeah,
Cheers.
I know you haven't been drinking much lately, and look, lost. Considerably since Australia, I think you've lost like 30 pounds.
Yeah,
Seriously.
for sure. Cheers. A hell of a day for it though. On the way out here, we had us a few beers. Honestly, I've been having to do like podcasts and interview all week, so. We got done with one of them. I was like, we got to stop and grab some beers on the way out there. It was like a 30-minute trip. So, so thank you for this.
You are very welcome.
G'day mates, it's your host Mary O'Neill Phillips and you are listening to Country Outdoors Podcast.
Yeah, tell me about your Australia hunt.
Yeah, so we were in Canungra.
Yep.
Canungra?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had some buddies out there, and I think they were either about to go into like the roar or like a couple weeks before, and my buddies had a few hundred acres out there, and we like pulled in, and it just rained.
Where was it? In Queensland?
Yeah. So it's probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours from Brisbane.
Yeah.
It's up in the mountains.
Oh, was it near Gympie?
No, you know the gun shed.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was with all those folks.
Oh, okay.
Like Steve and all them.
Did you go to that in Brisbane on the river?
What's that?
There's like is it gun shed?
The gun shed, yeah. Well, it's like a gun store and stuff. I know, like.
Okay, yeah, in Brisbane.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And so that's where we walked in, or didn't walk in. We drove into this gate, and everybody's like, it's too muddy to kind of go where the big ones are, or kind of get to wherever it is, and. So we like topped this hill, we came over this valley, and I don't think they were expecting to see any deer. And like 150 yards down this draw, there was the one I shot. He was just kind of looking at us, and I was like, is it good to, like, because we didn't have to buy any tags or anything.
Hunting?
Yeah, rifle hunting.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, hammer him down. So I put up on him, put a great shot on him. He ran about 10 yards and fell over.
Oh.
And as we're like walking through the creek and stuff, I'm like, yo, so what's up on all these deadly snakes and stuff that y'all got? Like,
yeah.
They're like, it's just fine. I was like, no, it ain't fine.
Well, Brisbane, I don't think is as bad as where my farm is in Australia, is like where the most deadly snakes and spiders in the world are.
Yeah.
Brisbane's
Was
not
it like
that
the inland taipan and stuff?
Yes. Yeah. Will you get any time to hunt?
Yeah, so we always shut down. I always tell my booking agency and all them, like, we shut down around October, like the end of the October. So, and then we'll shut down till damn near February so I can get my hunting in. Like, everybody knows whenever tour comes around, like October to February, don't call me because you're probably not going to get either a nice response or just because I'm always, I hunt up in Colorado and Illinois and Oklahoma. And
Do you have like your own property at home?
yeah, well, back in East Texas, I've got some land that we hunt a lot, but we've got leases all over Texas where we hunt, and then got a couple farms up in Illinois and Oklahoma and Colorado. So
Where is like your favorite spot to, I guess, for whitetail? Probably Illinois or
yeah,
Oklahoma.
Illinois, it's up there for me. So we're out in like eastern Colorado, and it's starting to slowly become my favorite.
I think you and I spoke about this in
Australia.
In Australia, yeah, that it's and Kansas is, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, Kansas is crazy. I think Parker's been trying to get me to come up to Kansas for a while.
Has he got a lease there or probably?
I think he just bought some land out there. He's been talking about it forever. I think he might have just pulled the trigger on it. But
Well, because now to like draw, it's every other year anyway. Do
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's like if you've got the
I know
means-
I didn't draw this year. I was pretty pissed about it.
Yeah,
But
that was us last year.
I feel like it's like a every other year
Well,
type deal.
we didn't draw last year, and then we're going to draw this year, but Zach just busted his Achilles, so I don't know what we're going to do.
That's rough. I guess I got like tendonitis or whatever, and mine just flared up the other day, and I was like,
What is tendonitis?
it's like, I don't know what it is. Kind of like,
Saw that turtle. No, we can't shoot it, Ben.
Told you.
Ben said if we don't get fish, we can shoot snapping turtles, and I said I
I'm
think that's
down with
illegal.
that.
30-30.
yeah, hell yeah.
Stand on the front of this boat and get over in the shallows and you look black. They look like Volkswagens underneath.
Jesus.
Oi! Stop. So I've actually been looking at buying land myself, and it's made me realise how important it is to have the right lender. And that's why I love what Rural First are doing. They specialise in land and rural financing, and they even invest back into rural communities, which I personally love. So if you're curious, like I am, go and check them out at ruralfirst.com. Loans subject to credit approval and eligibility. Additional terms and conditions may apply.
Farm Credit Mid-America is an equal housing lender.
Rural First is a registered trademark of Farm Credit Mid-America, NMLS 407249. Rural First products are available to consumers within the territories of participating farm credit system associations.
Well, congrats on being a dad.
Yeah, thank you.
How old's your
It's,
little girl now?
She just turned 1 like 2 weeks ago.
Well, how has that been for you? Like, I mean, so many changes, I know.
Yeah.
The first year is just hectic. You're
Yeah.
just kind of like you're celebrating having a baby and then mourning your old self.
Yeah, for sure. It's great. Like she's honestly a really good baby.
Yeah.
Like I talked to some of my friends and it's kind of like horror stories about them, but she's been great. Like, I mean, she sleeps
Did she
damn
come
near.
on the road with you?
No, not yet. I think we're gonna wait till she gets a little bit older.
Yeah.
Until we bring her out with us. But the road it's so hectic and so
Yeah.
wild. Like
Yeah.
it's rough on us, And,
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna wait a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's been a great baby so far. It's talk about having another one or whatever, but it's kind of
I know.
this one's been so cool. It's like I don't
Oh
know.
my gosh, we've
don't
gone
know
through
if
the
I'm
same thing. I had my little girl's 3, about to turn 3, and she is just like,
Beetle scan.
again, like just one of those kids where I'm just like, she's just such a good kid. I
Yeah.
feel like I got so lucky with her. She's like, I was telling the boys before, about 4 months ago, she said to my husband, when I'm older, I'm going to learn how to fish. And we, in her little baby voice, and he said he felt so bad that he decided that day he was going to teach her how to fish. Well, that little girl now is like out there casting better than me. She is such a little redneck. She caught a catfish the other day. She was playing with it in the water. I tell you what, well, there we go. First one.
Wizard. I'm a wizard at getting them out.
But we've been talking about whether or not we want to have another one as well. And it's just like,
Yeah.
when you're in this lifestyle and you're on the road and stuff, it's like so hectic already, and then you've got this one that's like working so well, and then you're like, what if it turns into
For
just a
sure.
shit show? I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's yeah, it's definitely a change, but it's a good change. You know, I always talk about, you know, God kind of knows what we need when we need it, and she was definitely what I needed.
For sure.
And she's been great, man. It's been really cool to just kind of have this change, and I don't know, it's been good for us.
So you like, when did like because like there's like a visible, I guess, like is it spiritually led, or is it through like spiritual being a dad? Like, where did this like awakening kind of start?
I mean, it was probably like a year before Woods got here. Honestly, it was. I was just I was tired of waking up hungover all the time and feeling like dog shit, and so kind of that was the deal, and I'd gained a lot of weight and stuff, so it's kind of like, it's time to
Yeah.
kind of get back in. So shape with, I guess it was around like 9 lives. Is whenever I, stopped drinking the whiskey and all that, kind of put the
Yeah.
bottle down a little bit and try to get back into what I knew was right, I guess. And so, yeah, it all started around then, I guess. And then once she got here, I just kind of,
It was like
it lit
I
up
know I'm on
everything.
the right path.
Yeah, for sure. A little brim, maybe a crappie. But...
Maybe this shade will help us a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Bluebird Day.
It's usually with a coffee, man.
Is your fiance a believer?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's been a big part of it
sure.
too.
Yeah, absolutely.
She
Some brim. Like...
When did you know that you wanted to marry her?
So we've been together for a while. We dated in college.
Gotcha.
And then
That's so sweet.
Yeah, we took a couple times off, so we're kind of back and forth for a while. And then we kind of rekindled everything about 2 years ago. And then Woods came along, and she's a great mom, and she keeps the home fires burning. And so, I mean, it felt right, and
Oh, that was a great cast,
yeah,
Mary. What
that was a good one. Scaring all the way the fish, scaring the fish away.
Yeah, that's me.
Ooh.
I think I need a swap. I've had a
There you
knot in
go.
this thing for about... Oh, good one. Nice.
Get in here.
There we go.
That's what we needed.
Beautiful.
All the damn crappie.
Where's my phone? Have you got a phone on you? Let's grab a quick pic before you... Well, now I got to catch one.
Yeah. Well, 1-0.
So what kind of a wedding are you going to have? Is it like a big Texas wedding, or is it a small low-key style wedding?
I think we've kind of been talking about just kind of something small. She don't want anything big, and
That's how you know you got a winner.
I know, right? And we just know so many damn folks. It's
like impossible.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, by the time you put that together, it's going to cost you $1 million.
yeah. I think what we'll do is like kind of like something small with close friends and family, and then
Party.
yeah, big ass party whenever we get back. And
I think that's a really good idea.
yeah.
I had a pretty big wedding, and literally the next day was like, why
Did you get married in Australia or?
here
Right.
in Tennessee, and it was like on the 14th of July in a heat wave.
Oh my
Worst
God.
time of year, but it was the only time because of hunting season.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I've already nipped that one in the bud. We're not getting married anywhere near hunting season, so.
Exactly. My girlfriend just got married. Sydney Wells.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mhm,
she
yeah.
just got married in Georgia,
Nice.
and it was a May wedding. My husband was like, "What? You'd think her of all people would know to not have
During turkey
it
season.
during turkey season."
That's what I had. One of my good friends. He's on the road with me. He got married like the second week of November, and we all got there. We're like, right in the middle of the rut. And I was like, man, just remember that, for the rest of your life, you got to go take an anniversary trip during the rut. So
Exactly. We did a thing the other, last year or the year before at the CMAs, where we did a petition for everybody to sign to move the CMAs out of the rut.
oh, really? Hell yeah.
We were never invited back again. No, I'm kidding. Dang, you're on fire.
Oh yeah.
Showing me up.
Got to let them play a little bit.
Good job.
Right, yeah.
2.
2-0. Where you at,
Maybe
Mary?
this isn't a competition. Or is it?
It is.
Maybe it needs
Who said it wasn't a competition?
Okay, fine. Let's do it.
Loser has a shotgun of beer.
I
2
think
beers.
you just want it. Well,
Yeah.
there we go.
I'm gonna
all of
lo-
a sudden I started
I'm gonna
losing.
lose on purpose.
Mary, you want a beetle spin too?
Yeah, put your beetle spin on.
Okay.
Or do you want to use this one?
No, sorry. If you hunt, you know how easy it is to lose track of where you are, especially around property lines. That's why here at Country Outdoors, we only use Onyx Hunt, the #1 hunting app. It shows public and private boundary lines so you always know where you stand. We use it for scouting, marking spots, and even navigating. It just takes the guesswork out of everything. If you want to hunt smarter this season, go check out Onyx Hunt at onyxmaps.com and know where you stand. I had a big, kind of come to Jesus moment when Molly was about 1.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I had gone through a phase where I think I was just really leaning on having my wine of a night instead of going to Jesus.
Yeah.
And you're stressed out. And the culture today says mommy culture, go have your wine,
Yeah.
you deserve it, all of that. And so I'd got bought into it, not blaming anyone, it was totally me, but I was in this phase of every night after I put Molly to bed, have a couple glasses of wine, go to bed. And I remember one night I was she wasn't going down, and I was feeling anxious that she wasn't going down. And then I thought to myself, that's really messed up that I'm wishing this moment with my little girl, my toddler, my baby, would be quicker so that I could have my wine.
Yeah.
And that night I went and poured out all the wine in the house and said to Zach, I'm not keeping anything in here until I'm under control of this. And so I went dry completely for pretty much after I saw you. That was just after Australia.
Yeah.
Until recently, honestly. And then now it's just a special occasion. I'll have a couple beers or champagne if it's I went to Germany and my brother was graduating and I had a glass of champagne, but
Yeah.
definitely becomes too much of a crutch, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah. Just slowing it down, knowing your limits and stuff as well is really good. And that's kind of what I've been focused on. I know what's enough and when I'm gonna feel like shit, when I'm not.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
But yeah, at the same time, there's some nights though, whenever she's being a turd and won't go down, it's I do want a couple beers after this.
For sure. No, I get it. And it's just a balancing act. In Australia, it's a very binge drinking culture.
Yeah.
And so
Y'all like to party down.
Well, and everyone honestly from about 18 years old, everyone starts doing coke.
Yeah. Ooh.
And so and that's
Never done
very
that.
normal.
No, Australia loves to party.
Loves to
They
party
know
hard.
how to party. I love them for it. It's great. It's a great time.
But it's it's very much party as hard as you can Friday to Saturday, and then die all week long.
Yeah.
So
it was a great time. Where are you from over there?
So did you go to Sydney at all?
Yeah.
Did you go to any of the beaches?
Yeah, we went to
Bondi?
Bondi, yeah.
Did you go to Bondi? The big one?
Mm-hmm, the big one.
So I'm from 3 beaches around the cliffs from there, a beach called Bronte.
Bronte, yeah. So that's where all the locals go, right?
Yeah.
Because that's where we're gonna go.
Oh, well, that's where I'm from. And then my farm is 2 hours out in the bush, real bush, which you would probably love. It's we still at my farm don't have cell service. It's still a landline and it's just still dirt roads.
Yeah, that's my kind of shit.
And you go into the pub off the dirt road and it's the same old man complaining about the same old stories. And yeah, so.
Caught him with no trailer. It's a big old brim, boy.
Dang it, Bob!
Get out of there. Oh yeah, that's eating size right there.
You know what? I think you needed this.
Let me put them on your hook and you let them swim around.
Hey, I'm a lot of things, but I will never stand in front of a
know,
dead animal or a fish that I didn't catch.
It's crazy because I don't talk a lot of shit, but 3-0 is just kind of calling for it.
That is not my thing.
Yeah.
I am not a huntress, so I'm a hunter.
I hear you. Not a gatherer, hunter.
I'm not a gatherer either. Oh, although
Just like a
I'm
Beatles
becoming
thing,
more. I'm down for growing a garden these
Yeah,
days.
we
'cause I don't
started
trust the
one.
government.
Bailey, she was like, we got to do a garden. We got to do a garden. In which, like, my grandparents,
Just a
they always
trail,
had
just
garden.
a
Like every
weed.
summertime, I was, picking, like watermelons and cantaloupes
Yeah.
and all that stuff. And
Just
so, as I got older, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start my own garden. So this year, I told Bailey, I was like, hey, I'll start it and get everything going, but I'm finna be gone, so you gotta like look after. She's like, okay, yeah, cool. Man, I planted everything. Like 2 weeks into it, I'm like, hey, did you go water? She's like, no. It's like, did you fertilize? No. And I'm not home. I was like, fuck it. I get home and everything's burnt.
I was like, this is Texas, right?
Yeah, the Texas heat is rough on some plants.
You might need to set up a filtration system for her.
We did. We ended up putting one in, and she was like, oh, we could just replant. I was like, nah, a little too late. We'll do it next year. Kind of see where everything's at. But.
Well, my thing is, like, I just think everything's being poisoned at this
Yeah.
stage, and I just can't really trust. Like, I saw the latest thing that was like those Crisol or whatever, those strawberries that like everybody eats. They are like completely covered in poison and pesticide, and apparently are linked to cancer. And so I'm
That's
just
rough.
like very much of the opinion that the
Yeah.
government's trying to kill us, and so anything that I can grow myself, I'll try to. So in saying that, I tried to dig a hole and grow a garden recently, and now I have a pond in the front of my yard.
A pond?
It didn't go as I planned. I realized
Jeez.
might need some help with it,
Oh, nice.
but I want to. So I very much identify with your fiance.
Yeah, for sure.
She wants to be a green thumb, but she needs some help. That's why we have men.
Well,
in our
that
lives, right?
and
To
they
make
have
it
to
rough.
keep up with Woods' little ass is a job in itself. So
To 100, I don't think I lose my enthusiasm.
The more things change, the more they stay the same around here. After 40 years of dirt, sticks and leaves, I think it's safe to say the Mossy Oak family and brand are people that you can trust. So head to mossyoak.com and get your gear today.
some brim beds over there.
Come on, Mary. I just need one.
Hit it, little motherfucker. Some little baby bass.
So your current album, The Night Champion.
Yeah.
When did you start working on it?
Hold on, we got. Oh, he snapped me, little bastard. I saw him swimming with it, and I was like, damn. So yeah, it wasn't like we went into it kind of wanting to make a record. We just kind of went into to write a few songs, and those few songs just kind of turned into the Night Champion. It went from like 3 or 4 to the record like pretty quick. So I don't know. It wasn't like I was trying to make a record. It just kind of happened on its own, and I think you'll be able to hear it too. It's kind of like an add-on to Nine Lives, honestly,
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah.
So it's really cool. We're excited about it. But we finished it actually about 2 months before Woods got here. So a little over a year it's been done.
Okay, so you've been
Oh,
sitting on it, just
but
kind of waiting.
Yeah, I'm honestly tired and tired of listening to it. And now that we're about to get on tour and
You're about
play it
to.
every single night, so it's about how it goes. But no, it was a lot of fun to make. I made it with Gabe Simon, the producer that did Nine Lives, and so working with him again has been great. And
Have you got what's this most special song for you on the album?
there's quite a few. There's one. I was a turtle. Is that a turtle?
Slowly. This is where you shoot.
Oh, you gotta be. Oh, it was right by my. Yeah, it was a turtle. We were listening to like the 4 that are out, like quite a bit on the drive.
Have y'all listened to the new record or no?
Not the full, no.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We'll send it to y'all
Send
then.
it to me.
Oh yeah, there he is. I'd probably say Circus though. Like Circus is one of those.
What's that?
Damn, he hit it as soon as it was there. Got that old raw thumb over here, Mary. Where you at?
You're on fire. Well, this is obviously just meant to be your day, Chloe.
Yeah.
We just need to pump your ego up even more.
Yeah. Y'all put them on a string for me. But no, the Circus is one. It's kind of one of my buddies, Sam Harris, from the Ex Ambassadors wrote.
Yeah.
It's the only like outsource or it's only the only song that I didn't write on the record, and so it's a tune about sometimes you think you know exactly what you want, and then whenever you get there, it's not what you thought it was, and
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of what the whole song embodies. It's a really cool tune.
Can you go deeper into like how that related to your life?
I mean, I think it related more to my past life than what it is right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, for sure.
I think I mean, it kind of relates to everybody. You know, sometimes you think you know what you want, and in the end, you know, it might not be exactly what you wanted or what you need at that point in your life. And
Yeah.
it's kind of what the whole song's about. I know the song meant a lot to him, and he was cool enough to let me have it for this record. And so,
Oh, finally.
oh,
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
talked it out of the mouth. Jeez,
It was huge.
You think
that
you
was
know what
massive.
you want?
That was at least 6 pounds.
He thought he knew what he wanted, and then he
Yeah,
changed his
he
mind
thought
too.
yeah he thought he wanted the Beatles spin, and he was like, no, nah.
Probably like record.
Yeah, I was a big boy.
What would you say then, like, from old Koe? Like, what are some of the, I guess, things that you went through or did that, like, you probably wouldn't do again?
Probably probably jail. I probably wouldn't do that one again.
Yeah.
I didn't like it the first time or second time, and I definitely hated it the third time.
Did,
So it was,
did you drop the soap?
no, yeah, it was rough, but it's something I definitely wouldn't do again. Maybe in about 18 years, when Woods gets a boyfriend, I might have to go back to jail just to say what's up to the homies. Yeah, just to say what's good.
I
But
got arrested once too
did you in Australia or
in
here?
Australia when I was 16. It was
See, I'd go to jail in Australia. That seems like fun.
it wasn't fun because
Oh, we got a
number one, I
stud
wasn't
here.
trying to get arrested.
We got a little
Thank
crappie.
you.
That's a damn good brown right there. Should have brought the grease.
We're just
Dang.
over here fluffing up his ego.
Gotta come out here and show him what Texas is all about, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a wrong place, the wrong time situation, and
Yeah, that's what all mine were too.
yeah, it wasn't me.
It's like my golf game. It's never me. It's always my putter, or you know.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I would have to concur.
Yeah, no, I mean I've had a lot of fun, you know, in the past, and I feel like now, you know, as much as I have tamed down, it feels like the beginning of everything. So,
What's your parenting style? Like, this is interesting because, like,
'cause what?
look,
I done
know,
lost count. What's the score?
I like to say that I have had my wild past and have partied pretty hard myself, and so my parenting style is like in lieu of that. And so I'm very strict. What is your guys' parenting style going to be like when you've got a gorgeous little girl running around with a?
I don't know. I think she's already kind of figured this out as far as what she can get away with and what she can't. But yeah, she's gonna learn pretty damn quick that that's not how the world goes. I feel like, especially her mama's gonna be pretty hard on her too. But I don't know. I think we just kind of, you know, she's gonna be a good kid, so we just kind of let her do her thing and kind of just steer her in the best way possible.
Okay,
we're
I'm setting the
we're
scene.
both we're both first time parents, so we don't really really know what we're doing. I don't feel like anybody really does.
I'm giving you a scenario.
All right.
She's 16.
Uh-huh.
She comes home from school.
Yeah.
She tells you she's in love.
Oh boy.
This boy wants to take her out to a movie. You've never met him before.
Oh hell no. I gotta meet him.
His parents are liberals. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, they canceled.
Go.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. You can't give me scenarios because I don't want to think that far ahead. Oh man. Jeez.
He hates hunting.
No, no, we ain't doing that.
That's the deal breaker.
I
Right
think
there.
yeah, one of the deals is he's got to have a massive ranch out in West Texas or something. He's got to have a lot of hunting grants.
Yeah.
And
She's good. Yeah.
yeah, she's gonna, like I said, you know, she's gonna be all right. I hope.
Yeah. She'll be
But
great.
No, it's really cool. Like I said, I don't want to think that too far ahead.
Yeah.
Because I'm just trying to enjoy it right now.
I get it.
But no, she's not gonna be above getting her ass whooped. That's for sure.
100%.
If not, probably not by me, but her mama. That's for sure.
Oh, she'll have you wrapped around.
Oh, I know.
Trust me,
She already does.
I really do think that God. Oh, did you see that?
Oh yeah, he was following mine.
Dang it.
Okay.
I think God gives, especially men, like what they need, and like, there's a reason why you had a girl. That's
Yeah,
all
for
I'm
sure.
saying.
No doubt. He definitely knew what I needed.
I'm stuck, Ben.
Oh, you got it.
I don't think so. I think
Oh
it's
yeah, it
wrapped
just came
double.
out. Come on, pop it up.
No, it's really wrapped.
Is it? Oh, you wrapped it?
I've got a specialty. Very talented, you see.
Oh yeah, he can bring it all the way to you.
We're going to take a quick break while I unravel my line. And when we come back, we'll be back with Bog Death Grip, bringing us the one that got away segment. If I'm hunting with a gun, you know I'm running a Bog Death Grip tripod every single time. The one that got away still haunts me. Ugh, and I promised myself I'd never miss again for lack of a steady rest. So when that once-in-a-lifetime shot shows up, there's zero reason not to get locked in, get rock solid, and send it with confidence. This segment is called The One That Got Away.
Okay.
You need to tell me your story.
All
Most
right.
heartbreaking hunting story of the one that got away, and the full story, why it happened, start to finish. What is that hunt, that animal that like keeps you up at night?
So we were down in Yorktown, Texas. My best friend is Jake Murphy, and we were at his grandpa's place, and he probably had maybe like 200 acres. And it's like down South Texas. It's, you know, big deer country. And we've been hunting like 3 or 4 days, and my buddy, he shot a really good one. And but his granddad kept talking about this deer that kept showing up, you know, that he'd seen. Damn good fish. And we hadn't seen him. He hadn't showed up, you know, the whole time we'd been there. And the last evening, we he let me go hunt his spot. Pulled out, bastard. Anyway, so me and him are sitting over this feeder, and this massive deer jumps the fence, neighbor's fence, and he's heading right for us. He's like, man, that's a really good one, you know, that's got to be him. And so we're sitting in this blind, and I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, shoot him. I was like, screw that, look behind him, and this deer even bigger than him. He's probably a 160-inch deer. At that time, it was the biggest deer I would have been able to. No, we're rifle hunting.
Yeah.
And that was another thing. I had his rifle. I didn't have mine with me.
You didn't have a death grip with you either?
No, I didn't have a bog, and that was the problem. We didn't have a. That was the main problem, is what I'm getting at.
Yep.
And so this deer jumps the fence behind that one, followed right up suit to him, and he's under the feeder. It's probably like a 75-yard shot. You know, I've made this shot 100 times before. This is probably like 6 years ago, around COVID, because we were down there for a long time. And so I like get on one knee. We're in this pop-up blind, and there's nothing to, you know, lean my gun on. And I just get on one knee and try to, you know, stable myself. And I shoot, and you just see the tops of the back of his hair just explode.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a massive deer. And
Were you just leaning on the window?
No, I just like leaned up, like freehanded it, you know. And man, it was rough. And I didn't sleep. I didn't go to dinner that night. I didn't do anything. And it's still to this day, you know, it was one of the bigger free range deer that I would have killed. And yeah, but that's the if I'd have had a bog, he'd been mounted on my wall back in Texas. But
I had a very similar situation happen in Saskatchewan, so I can very much empathize with that.
I wanna hunt up there.
Yeah. So where I went at the time is not that good anymore, but back then it was very good. And he was like about the same, about 160-inch whitetail, but huge. Like they're so big up there.
Yeah, like bulls.
Yeah, because their bodies are just so massive too. And same thing, this deer came in, and I didn't have a bog. I didn't have a stick. I didn't have anything. And so I had the rifle on the window, and I just start like buck fever shaking like a baby. And same thing, clipped the top of its hair.
Yeah.
Completely missed him.
That's rough.
Well, thankfully, on camera, this deer showed back up the next day. And so I was allowed to keep hunting.
Mm-hmm.
And so I picked up a death grip.
Nice.
And I went back out, and I was able to, it was so weird because like this deer walked out, and then almost an identical deer, I thought it was the same deer, walked straight back out. And so I shot that deer. Well, it turned out it wasn't even that deer. It must have been his cousin or something. Another one that was like, he was 157 inches or something like that. And I shot him. But that was like legit when I was like, I'm not doing that ever again, rifle hunting. That's just like not even worth
For sure.
taking that.
Country Outdoors is proud to partner with Yingling, the oldest brewery in America since 1829 and the official light lager of the outdoors.
How you feeling tonight? It's CMA Fest. With sizzling performances by Lainey Wilson, Luke Bryan, Jelly Roll.
Are y'all with us tonight?
And rockin' collaborations. Russell Dickerson featuring Fetty Wap, Gretchen Wilson featuring Ella Langley, and more. Plus, the can't-miss reunion of Florida Georgia Line, the music event of summer.
Let's go CMA Fest!
Presented by SoFi, June 25th on ABC, next day on Hulu.
You still, what am I up, like 6-0 or something?
Yeah, like 100.
No.
That's minus
Who's
one.
counting though, right? It's like a good time for a Yingling.
Wait.
That is backlash to shit. Or whatever the hell it is.
There's more cool ones in here. Don't forget you got your apple as well.
No, thank y'all for having me out. This has been great.
For sure, we kind of figured.
I feel like the weather couldn't have been any better. Isn't it like really hot right now? Like usually around this time?
Yeah.
Like it's super hot.
Yeah.
Because it's hot as hell down in
CMA
Texas.
Fest is usually dead.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. And then I walked out on the balcony of my hotel this morning. I was like, man, it feels good outside.
Yeah.
Last CMA Fest, it rained the whole time.
Yeah.
It can be kind of hit or miss this time of year, but
Mhm.
we kind of figured, I'm sure you're doing a lot of podcasts at the moment. And
Yeah,
there's
it's
an
like
opportunity to do
a
something
lot of
little
PR
bit different
stuff for the new record, and so
if there's a opportunity.
and like no, thank y'all again for having me because it's like this is the stuff that I enjoy. Like I can do these interviews and like not have to worry about them,
It's
but the
not
ones where you
stressful.
sit down and you're just talking, they just kind of like throw me off a little bit, man.
It's
so
not comfortable.
No, it's not. This is more genuine to me, you know.
For sure.
But cheers.
Cheers and congratulations
Oh,
on
thank
like
you.
making such positive
Yeah.
steps too, because it's like it is really like I'm not talking shit about Zach Bryan, but like kind of it's nice to see men evolve into men.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think like at the moment our country needs it, and it's good to see. It's fine to go through wild phases,
Yeah.
or most of us do, but it's also really cool, especially when you've got like now so much at risk
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
be stepping into a really like mature role and still being yourself authentically, but like
Yeah.
knowing like you do have so much
Yeah,
risk,
for
and
sure.
you've got a little girl, and
Absolutely.
yeah, it's cool. All right, well, it was great to catch up with you, and
Oh, thank y'all for
looking
having me.
of course, and yeah,
Cheers.
that's just some good wholesome fun around here, you know.
Is that a Honey Crisp?
Yeah.
It's
is.
delicious.
Oh, it's a gala actually. Mine's still got the stamp on
It
it.
was
I can prove
$1? Damn. Inflation's a bitch these
See
days.
it? We got it. There you go. Gotta tell your fiance now you gotta plant an apple tree.
All right.
There you go.
She just let it die.
Round here we all thank heaven for God's grocery store.